Good day, students. This is Miss Gahutan, your English teacher. Since we do not have classes for this week, due to the internet maintenance done by different internet providers, let this video be of guide to you for our synchronous session. Let's get started. Our topic for this video is elements of poetry. Poetry is defined as literature in a metric form. However, free verse became the popular style towards the modern and postmodern age. Throughout this video, you will find out or you will discover more of what is poetry besides being a literature in metrical form. Like fiction, it may not have plots, settings, and the like, yet it has a structured method of writing. First is the style. Style refers to the way the poem is written. Poems are written in various styles such as free verse, ballad, sonnet, and the like, which have different meters and numbers of stanzas. How about you? What style do you prefer when you are writing poems? Next is symbol. Symbol represents the idea and thought of the poem. It can be an object, person, situation, or action. For example, a national flag is the symbol of that nation. If you can recall the road not taken by Robert Frost during our discussion last year, can you remember what is the symbol for the two roads that diverged in a yellow wood? Or do you remember the symbol of the yellow wood? Theme. Like other forms of literature, poetry has a theme of its own. Theme contains the message, point of view, and idea of the poem. Last year, when we discussed the ruined city, what do you think is the theme of the poem? Imagery. Imagery is another important element that a poet often uses in poems that appeal to our senses. In the age of modernism, T.S. Eliot used images of urban life in his poems. Wordsworth used nature as poetic images in his poems. Now, can you remember the 5 senses that you have? Rhyme and rhythm. There is internal rhyme, cross rhyme, random rhyme, and mixed rhyme. It gives the poem flow and rhythm. It contains the syllables in a poem. Every poem has a rhythm in it. It's about how the words resonate with each other, how the words flow when they are linked with one another in a poem. Now, last year, can you recall how we get the rhythm of the poem? Next is meter. This is an important rhythmic structure of poetry. It is described as a sequence of feet, each foot being a specific series of syllable types such as stressed or unstressed, and makes the poetry more melodious. Can you give me an example of a meter? What is the meter when I say that the poem is spondaic? Next is alliteration. Alliteration is another element of poetry or a figure of speech. It indicates 2 or more words with same repetition of initial letters. For example, dressy daffodils. Here, the sound of the letter D is repeated. Simile. Another figure of speech wherein it uses comparison in poetry with the words like or as. For example, as black as coal. Now try. Can you give me a simile? Metaphor. Metaphor is used in poetry to make an implicit comparison. Unlike simile, here the comparison is implied. For example, her laughter, a babbling brook. Onomatopoeia. This is one important element of poetry, which refers to words that sound like their meaning, for example, buzz, moo, and paw. Now you try. Can you give me an example of onomatopoeia? There you have it. Those are the common elements of poetry. But always know that poetry is more than just its elements. There you have it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like and share this video and click the subscribe and bell button to get notified with all the latest synchronous classes. Till next time!